Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brad Supercoach Pro. Today I am updating you my trades. I went through with a pod move. Excuse me, I was just trying to look how to edit something just before, but I brought in a player and he didn't score that well tonight. But I feel on the run home, he's got a pretty good fixture and he should come home pretty strongly. I'm hoping anyway, because he's in how many percent of sides is he in? He's an absolute pod. And if you can guess him, he's in the forward line. He is owned by 8% of people. And, he played tonight. Didn't produce what I thought he would, but in saying that, he was matched up with a bloody good defender. So, made one trade so far for the round, and I'll probably use 3 this week, to be honest, because why not? Like, I'll probably burn trades, but that's fine. But got to hear the game through the headphones, so probably looking out for you guys to tell me how tonight's game went and what players you're looking to target out of Port and Carlton. So I did grab Curnow. It was a risk. He had a hot start. He had 30 points in the first quarter, 38 points. I think he kicked 2 goals in the first quarter, and then got held in that second, and then played all right in patches, but only had it 9 times for 3 goals for a 79. Not too bad, but I was looking for a bit more. I thought it was a 100 game coming from him tonight, considering I thought the Blues would win out in the middle. Curnow, and then Mackay. I was hot on Mackay for a 420k odd, and he scores a 103. So still interested in that pick as well. I think there's scaling for that game, surely, because I know Curnow got the ball in the last minute, and I didn't see any of his points go up. So interesting there to see what happens with the scores. Butters tagged by Chincotta. So that's kind of annoying. 79 from Curnow. So I thought he was going to turn up tonight. But I feel like they're just going to feed him and Mackay the ball. So not a bad pod pick. Houston's annoying too. Houston 97 and Butters 99 kind of sucks in best 18 week. You want your Primos going 150 to make a huge gap on the competition. Still going to make 2 other trades, I think, considering how low my players scored tonight. I think I might just full send it and see how we go. Anyway, I don't know. Was Curnow worth it for 468? I think he will be in the long run. He's got Bombers next week. I expect him to go big. Then he's got the bye. I haven't thought about too much about the buys. Because my side looks okay in the buys. I'm kind of stuffed for round 14, but I think everyone is okay to take a bit of an L there. But Curnow's next 3 games, he's got Essendon, Geelong and Richmond. So hopefully he can fire. But anyway, see how we go. That means I can actually enjoy a Blues game for once, because I hate watching the Blues. But if I've got Curnow on my side, it won't be too bad. Anyway, so I get the comments. Jack, what's going on, mate? Blues, when they're on, they're good to watch. Yep. Hope they can produce it in the finals. Yeah, who knows with them in the finals, eh? I'm not too sure that they can go all the way, but I think they'll give it a good shake. When they're on, though, that's for sure. You've got 2 really good forwards. Their spine's relatively good as well, I think, Carlton. So just can they put it together? Good, thanks. Ozjan just finished a body shift, so thought I'd jump on because I wanted to know what the goal was, because I heard all this game on the radio. So it was kind of annoying. I had to. Triple M was giving me the shits, so I went to SEN, but of course Kane Corns was calling it, and he was so biased for the Port Adelaide call. Like, it was annoying, but they were telling me who had the ball more, whereas Triple M, they just go into these bloody rants about things that don't even matter, and you want to know who's got the ball, etc., and who's playing well. But then you hear BT, and he just gives you nothing but stupid stuff, trying to be funny all the time. But I'm well, Ozjan, despite knocking off just now. Zach Williams has been good forward lately. I noticed he's played forward, actually. Looks like they're going to play him there for the rest of the year, you'd think. So I wonder if he gets forward DPP then next week. I don't know how much he's been playing all forward, so maybe he does. That'd be a weird swing to have forward Zach Williams. Just getting sent Instagram reels right now, which I don't mind. Corey says Butters was tagged by Chincotta. Yeah, that's why I didn't VC him tonight. I've been hearing Carlton fans saying that Chincotta's doing a new role there. Oh, that is the final scores. Curnow. He got no scaling for that last possession. That's annoying. Oh, well. I might grab Mackay after his bye too, to be honest. Why not? Load up on Carlton players. Butters, yeah, stuff Butters. I wonder how many people VC'd Butters in the top 5%. But Carlton a hard match up in the midfield anyway. Like, Cripps did a job on Rao the week before, so I was never keen on this VCing tonight in Port Adelaide. And Houston's so underwhelming, so annoying. I heard him heaps on the radio, him and Butters, and then I look at their scores at the end of the game, and I'm like, didn't translate for the radio calls. By the radio, I thought they had 150 games, to be honest. And I had a feeling Carlton would win because of the whole Rosie factor. I think changed the dynamic of the midfield. I feel like without their Batman and Robin, they're a little bit one pace. And I'm happy to pick up Rosie after he's maybe around 15, 16. I think it'll come good. Different if you've owned him, you probably absolutely hate to pick, but he's a guy that will be most people's M9, especially in content creator land. Everyone's eyeing him off at M9, FYI. And Ozgen Port's mids disappeared in the last quarter. Cripps pretty big last quarter. Yeah, I heard he scored like 2 goals in like 2 minutes on the radio. Kane Corns was pretty flat, which is nice to hear. I hate that bloody bogan. Ozjan follows up. I got up to rank 69 overall a week ago. Wow. Maybe I should ask you what my trade plan should be for the rest of the week. I'm currently 99. I screwed myself last week. I went for Zorko and Marshall. Still good trades, though, Ozjan, but still held top 100. That is quite a flex, Ozjan. I know you probably didn't mean it to be a flex, but that's bloody unreal. If I was anywhere near it, far out, I'd be streaming every night, I reckon. Corey, they didn't do well, Butters and Houston in the last quarter. Let's have a look what they had. Do you guys think that Curnow will be top 8 forward from here on out from what you guys saw? Because I didn't get to see the game at all. What did Butters get in the last quarter? DeConning injured, so that's interesting. Maybe Mackay gets more hit-outs as well, because Mackay had only the 3 hit-outs, but maybe he gets a lot more hit-outs. Walsh would be annoying hold too. Like, he scored like 99 or 100 or something for 33 disposals. He had a lot of clangers, I heard on the radio. What do we look at? Mackay had 3 goals, 17 disposals. He's not going to have 17 touches every week. Maybe because it's around the ball. Aaliyah, I had a feeling Aaliyah would do a bit of a job on Curnow, which was annoying, but Houston 22 times for a 97. Looks like Houston needs about mid-20s to ton up then, really. Not a lot of marks. Not a lot of contested. That's the issue with Houston and Nass. Just no contested stuff. Just all this cheap stuff. Switching the play kind of crap. How many? Houston in the last quarter. Twice. Wow. 2 disposals in the last quarter for Houston. I'm not interested in Williams, of course. Butters only 23 touches. That explains it. 4 touches in the last. Going at 75%. So only had 3 effective. That's annoying. I wonder what the DeConning injury opens up. Who does that open up a spot for? Like, Pittman's still out, so he come back in, or is he injured? Ah, man, there's no scaling in that game whatsoever. That's annoying. I feel like that's a fail this week. Curnow, you failed me. Oh, no, 81. 81, I'll take that. 81, I'll take. 79 felt a little bit bad. I know it's only 2 points, but 81 I'll take. Thanks, Curnow. 98 to Butters, 98 to Houston. I swear it was 97, 99 before. So where did all the scaling go? At least Curnow got the 80 mark. DeConning 140. Wow. Walsh 111. That's pretty poor for his disposals. Cripps 103. Mackay 99. I'm getting Mackay after his bye. I don't care what anyone thinks. Mackay train, here I come. Hewitt. I was looking at him as a bit of a smoky, but Cherry comes back and steals his CBAs. He might be a sub again. So don't go there for 400k. Glad I didn't do that sort of pod move. Wines 101, even with the heart issues. Horn Francis 110. It looks like there's so many points just scored that no one got a huge pie apart from DeConning. Boak 71. Glad no one went Boak. Boak's useless. 71. You know he's only kicked 0 goals 11 this year, by the way. I heard that on the radio. I was like, that's amazing. Like, that's poor. Anyway, questions are firing off the head now, or statements. Up the Baggers, yeah, up the Baggers, craze fin. Good on you. I hate the Blues as much as I hate the Cats, but it's whatever. Actually, I probably hate Gold Coast more than any other side at the moment, thanks to Dimmer. Ozjan, I went to for Marshall over Gorndo. Lol. That's rough, mate. You lost 106 points last week. Tried to be a pod. Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's what I did at the start of the year. I started Marshall over Gorn to try to be a pod, and it was just a ridiculous move. Yeah, he was in form. You got to take punts like that, Ozjan, or else you die wondering. So that's why I took it a punt on Kerno, or else I'll die wondering. So I think pods are good from here on out. To be honest, it doesn't matter what your ranking is. I think pod makes you have something to look forward to too. Because if you're looking at the same sides that everyone's got, you kind of like get over it pretty quickly. I feel like bringing pods in also make my team reviews a little bit more interesting if I start bringing in weird players that you hear me talk about. Anyway, Ozjan, what do you got? I'm flipping Dawson the Crips. What? Flipping Dawson to Crips or Walsh after the round 14 bye. Okay, cash play. So you make money and yeah. I don't think I'd do it, Ozjan. I mean, I'm not in your position for that top 100, but if you're doing it, you're doing it for Cripps because he's a pod. Walsh is owned in like 1 in every 3 teams. Cripps is probably not even close to that. I'd go Cripps, I think. Cripps has got a better ceiling, so you could probably use him as a VC option, as a pod. Walsh is underwhelming. He needs it 36 times to get like a 115, 120 score. And his back's probably going to give him low time on ground back end of the season. You think they manage him for finals potentially? Maybe he gets rest of the game if they're a couple points clear. So I think I'd go Cripps if I was doing that, Ozjan. Oh no, you being a Richmond fan, thoughts on Bolton as F7? I should be able to have 24th on Primo. Yeah, good question, Ozjan. What's our fixture? I don't know. He's probably the perfect loop because he can score a 30, 40 and go missing for a whole entire game. I think it's probably viable because he's got DPP, Ozjan. Like he's, I'd say you probably could, but maybe after his bye, just to see him in the side of Taranto and players like that. I don't know what his break even is, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty low. So if you're going to do it, you get him after his bye. I'd wait one more game because what we got to play round 13, he'll be back. Then he'll have his. Wait, does he got the round 15 bye? I think he's a valid option. I'd actually almost rather Toby Green though, because I think Toby Green will get midfield time with Cogs and Kelly out. Ozjan, that's my shout for 400k next week. He'll come off his bye. He scored a few 99s. I know he's 30, but I think I'd rather Toby Green for 400k because I feel like they're going to put him in some CBAs or they'll bring in Peatling. What do you got for me, 7? Would you consider Max Holmes as a defender primo good last month? Yes, I would. I've actually had a look at him in my side this week, to be honest. So, yes, I like the pick. I think he's the best 530k player, midfield or defender, to be honest. And with that DPP, it's really handy. So I like him better than your Brayshaws and better than your trying to think of the players you guys were mentioning last night, but For 530k, I think he's the best pick of the bunch. Cracefit, DeConning was like Max Gorn. That's a big shout. I think you're on something there, Cracefit. That's the most Carlton thing I've ever heard from you. DeConning couldn't even tie Max Gorn's shoelaces. But tonight I get that. That's a wild statement, though, Cracefit. Ozgen, I'm thinking Cripps is a great mate. I wouldn't be looping Cripps for a Rosie. I suppose he does got an annoying floor of like a 70 every now and then. I think you just loop Rosie with, what is your midfield? Because I don't know. That's a crazy midfield if you're looping Cripps with Rosie. Because I'm probably fielding Cripps over Rosie every day of the week anyway and not even bother looping. Rosie's probably my guy that you loop plus you field if you've got a 1 or 2 week injury. Like he's going to be 400k. It'll be a straight swap to like a combin, which is ridiculous to think. I'm looking at Tom Green next week as well to finish off my midfield, despite owners hating him, but I think he will come good, or else I wouldn't be looking at it. I'll just get a Snapchat. Why do I Snapchat right now? Give me 2 seconds. I think it's my Muay Thai partner. I don't know if he wants to train or not tomorrow. You guys want to kick the footy after Muay Thai? Yeah, okay. If my legs aren't dead, that's wild. Kick the footy after Muay Thai training. I don't know if you guys know what Muay Thai is, but Muay Thai is basically kickboxing plus knees and elbows and sweeps. How the hell am I going to kick a footy after that? My shins are going to be stuffed. Anyway, Will, you're crazy. Cracefit. Dacos had 40 touches for 100 points. Walsh wasn't that bad. That's another Blues comments for you, mate. If I had Dacos or Walsh, I'm probably picking Dacos over Walsh. In terms of if I could have any player at Richmond, I'd pick Dacos over Walsh by a mile. I think Walsh is actually pretty overrated to Cracefit. And I prefer Cripps over Walsh as well. I don't know. He's better than every other Richmond midfielder, though, Cracefit, so I don't think I'm having to go at Carlton. I think, yeah, I'd have Walsh in Richmond. FPL, hey everyone, what's going on? What's going on, FPL? Stephen, I didn't realise Walsh was such a butcher. Didn't hit that target in the first half yet. I could hear it on the radio. It's not the first time, so he's been known for it a few times, but it is whatever. At least Carlton got the win for Cracefit there. What do you got for me, Ozjan? Once you're full primo, how many trades is ideal for the run home, you reckon? What is the minimal? I'm going to put it in the comments here. I think 5 or 6. I think a lot of people will say probably less than that, like 3 or 4, but I think you get caught out. I think I'd be comfortable with 5. 4's pushing it, and 3 I'd be nervous as. And saying that, let's say you've got 8 rounds to go, you could probably get away with 4, but this is why you want a 23rd or 24th primo. Then you don't have to waste those trades. And then you can use those as luxury final trades in your last 2 weeks or something if your player is getting rested or something. It's a hard number. It depends when you've fully upgraded your side as well, Ozjan. Like, what round do you think you'll be full primo? And then I can sort of decide, because once you do that, you got a minus. Let's say you're full primo round 16. There's 24 rounds. There's 8 rounds to go. You probably at 8 rounds. I probably want 4 trades at worst. 4 trades in a 23rd primo, or 5 or 6 trades and not a 23rd primo. I don't know how to answer that. But the more the better, because you'll get some people in years and you watch their content and they've burnt through all their trades and they're just holding their hands hoping that every week no one gets injured. That's too stressful for me. You're in a position where you're top 100, so at least 4 for you, Ozjan. Because if you run out of trades and you can't make any moves and everyone's going to go from 500 into 100. You're going to come straight out if they've got luxury trades that they can do. Anyway, I probably harped on too much about that answer, but I don't know. What else? I don't know what I'm doing with the rest of my side. I think I'm going to trade. I'm thinking of bringing in Sullivan. I've got 67k. I've already got rid of. What did I do? I got rid of Sweet for Kurno. That was my trade this week. I haven't done anything else. I'm probably going to get rid of Darcy. But if I do one trade with Darcy, it only leaves me with 447k. And for 447k, I'm highly considering. Where is he? Wait, can I even afford him? Is he that low? Where's the forward line? I'm feeling like Jeremy Cameron for Sam Darcy, despite his disgusting floor. What does Jezza have? I should have done Mackay tonight. I should have done it. I didn't do it. But these players at 420k, like there's not much risk, I don't feel, especially in your forward line. I feel like you can take a punt. It's the one line of area you can take a disgusting punt on. I don't hate Jeremy Cameron. I think with all the players coming back that Cats have, once he's got a lot of home games as well. He's got Richmond, Sydney, Carlton next 3. Richmond this week at home would probably kick 7. Sydney's probably a hard matchup for him. Carlton, probably a hard matchup for him again, actually. Maybe I don't do Jeremy Cameron right now, but anyway. I'm considering it. I'm highly considering it. I'm just willing to take a punt now. At 7k, I don't really care. I'm not going to say I'm going to throw my team away, but I'm willing to take a risk. At 7k, I've got nothing to lose. Like, at worst case, I'm doing a round review at round 24 and I'm sitting at 15k. But I don't want to die wondering. I don't want to pick all the common players that everybody has and go, oh, yeah, well, welcome back to my channel. I just picked every mediocre side that's highly owned. So that's why I went Kurno this week, because I feel like every team review you watch, you all get the same bloody players and the same review, and it gets kind of vanilla. So I think I'm just going to bring in pods from now on, make it a little bit more spicy. Jonas, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, Sicily though. I'm bringing in Sinclair over. See, that's a pod. I like that, Jonas. Over Wanganeen for D6. Not taking a risk on Sicily. Yep, Sicily too injury prone with that shoulder. Not too injury prone, but like I feel like that shoulder could give way at any time. What do we got for me? Ozjan, because I'm thinking of downgrading to 4 102k mid-season draft players over the next few weeks. If I get in rookies for cash, and I won't have enough trades, we'll get them out anyway. Fair point, Ozjan. I don't know if we will actually get 4 playing in the buys for that price. It's a little bit optimistic, but we might be okay. I'm taking my own punt. What are you taking a punt on, Craze Fit? I'm a little bit brain dead right now. What is the punt? Which player? Ozjan follows up with worst case, I use them as a loop. Is my logic. Yeah, fair, Ozjan. I don't mind it. Still wild man, Ozjan. Theo, okay, this is a question. Would you go Graham to Dawson? Which Dawson are we talking about? We talking about that North Melbourne Dawson? And then get Wilson, and then get Wilson and Adams out for Stewart and Rankin when back. What? Oh, you got Taylor Adams. Wow. Well, Graham to Jordan Dawson, yes. If you're talking about Graham to the North Melbourne Dawson, hell no. I don't think he's got good job security whatsoever. Wilson and Adams for Stewart and Rankin. Yes, I think part 2 of your question, yes, you could do it, but I don't like Stewart very much, as everybody knows in chat. But I think he's valued this week. If you're going to grab Stewart, you do it this week and you chuck the VC on him because Stewart's going to go nuts. And to be honest with you guys, I think Stewart is actually my VC. Like, generally, I think I'm putting, like, I hate the bloke. And I think I will VC Stewart and captain. Who's Geelong and Richmond game after that? Then I'll captain. Do I captain Gawn? Do I captain Sarong? Or captain Ryan? VC Stewart into Ryan, I reckon. For me, I mean, Ryan's a safe bet. Gawn against Jackson and Darcy doesn't give me full confidence, especially with the calf that he had last week. But I'm definitely VCing Stewart. I think Bloody Ridley went 60 on Richmond. Ryan went 197 on Richmond. If you're going to bring Stewart, you bring it in this week, and we probably don't talk about Stewart ever again after that because he's not worth it after this week. In all honesty, I'd rather pay 50 grand up for a player I thought was going to play decently. Shorty reckons that Stewart, after the concussion thing, it sort of affected him. So I asked him about it off air, I think. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was off air, but anyway, I don't know if it was on air now, but whatever. Next round idea. I don't think Rankin will be back, mate, until after the bye, Theo. That's right, I knew what you meant. Not that type of punt. What am I missing, boys? What punt? I'm taking my own punt. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I've missed it. I've completely missed it. It's gone over my head. Sorry, Jonas. Sorry, Crazefit. I don't know what's going on. Will Dawson, job security bad. I agree. Carl Dawson just coming off injury list. Well, there you go, mate. You summed it up for me. Thanks, Ozjan. Here we go, Jonas Goat. Maximus gone. Put the underpants on him and the feather swords on his hands. He is captain now. Fair shout, Jonas. Fair shout. What's everyone's team value? I can tell you my team value. I think a lot of people craze fit will be VC Bont or Dacos. VC Bont for me. Can't think of a captain. See, I could VC a Bont or a Dacos, but I think they just get a 130. I want to go crazy and grab a Stewart that could do 160 on Richmond, especially at home. Team value. I don't know if team value is too relevant at the moment, Ozjan, but I'm only 13.3 million team value, which isn't that great. I've seen a lot higher than mine. Mackay instead of Stewart. Yeah, wow, it's hard to tell because they're in completely different positions. I still like Mackay anyway. I don't think I've ever not liked Mackay, despite what other people think. And I think you could. I think Mackay and Fordyne is probably a better punt than Stewart at D6 because Stewart at D6 sucks. Ozjan, if you had to pick any defender, defender mid as your D7, M9, unfortunately, probably Jack Crisps comes off the top of my head or Ed Richards, one of the two. Probably Ed Richards. Oh, far out. And then there's Max Holmes. Ed Richards 1, Max Holmes 2, Jack Crisps 3. I almost can't split Ed Richards and Max Holmes. Probably Max Holmes because you know what you're going to get. Richards could play down back again when Olimba comes back, but it hasn't looked likely. I don't know. I think any of those three would be all right. Be serious, Stuart 160. I'm not even joking. Trey's fit. I've never looked so serious in my life about this Stuart thing. I kid you not. I would not be chucking a VC if I didn't think he'd be going 160. In all honesty, Richmond bomb it. We don't even look up. I don't know if you've seen Richmond games, but we just kick it to the top of the square and hope someone marks it. And we don't got a very tall forward line. We're playing that foul. We got no Tom Lynch. Revolt retired last year. Stewart will take kick-ins, or at least be the option to be kick-in. He'll get his confidence back that game. Honestly, Stewart's going 160. Hear me out, Craze. I know it sounds insane. I haven't had too many wild statements, but when we come back to the stream Sunday night, you can give me shit for it, but I'll be giving you shit because you didn't believe me. Jonas, I think I lost 2 viewers after that, talking about Stewart, potentially, but that's okay. When I got concussed from a head clash playing footy a long time ago, explains your comments of your head clash. Explains all the wiring going wrong. No, I was kidding. Oh, it actually got serious. Sorry, mate. I didn't realise the next part. I was carried off in a stretcher. And came back for the last quarter. Wow, were you called Jesus after that? That's wild. If I was stretched off, that'd be then for my game. I'd be playing PlayStation for the rest of the afternoon. Played crap the next week, but was fine the next game. Interesting. Why is Stewart still crap? Why? Crazy shit's laughing at me. Well, I'll be laughing back. I can't make any more bets because I've already shaved my head, so I'm all betted out. If he doesn't go 160, what do I do? If he doesn't go 150 plus, what can I do for the channel? Because I'm telling you, he's going to go nuts. Even Max Holmes, he'd be a VC. Jeremy Cameron would be a VC. Jeremy Cameron would probably go 150, honestly. No, but then if you trade in, I'll get to you in a second, but if you trade him in after he's 160, what's the point? Then you're point chasing. He's already had his big game against Richmond. Ridley, which we put up a 160. And Ridley's not even half the player Stewart is, in my opinion. Big call, I know, but before this year, Stewart was a bloody good player, and Ridley can't even string more than 10 games together before getting injured. Ozgen, I didn't know you were able to get back on when stretched. Well, he did say it was a few years ago, Ozgen, so maybe it was quite a while for Jonas. I'm not sure how old Jonas is, but maybe it happened. I haven't played in 10 years myself. I was going to play this year until my shoulder popped out in the pre-season, so that was fun. In some handballing drills, I got tackled, lunged forward, pop goes his shoulder. Or was I going for a marking contest? I don't know anymore. I don't really care. Stuff my shoulder. I don't know what I just did then. I was jam. Yeah, it was a long time ago. They don't let you do that. Yeah, they don't let you do that anymore. Pufffish, what's going on, mate? I hope I haven't left you on red because I have been replying to your trade plans. Oh no, I didn't leave you on red. That's good. But yeah, at least. What's my projected? Now, I'm not a massive fan of projected. I'm projected to go over 2,000 this week, and I probably don't believe it still. I think we'll go 1950. I'm not confident in this side. Just with my primos already going a little bit there. Butters is probably highly owned now, though, anyway, surely. What's his percentage? He's in 34% of sides. That's wild. How many Houston owners? He would be like 20%. Houston's 22%. And that was it. Anyway, sucks if you started Rosie. Yeah, mate, you've been a huge help. Thanks. No worries, mate. I was messaging him while I was at work, and I was like, the pufferfish. Better reply. I didn't want to leave you on red too much. But we got there in the end, and I made a trade. I don't know if you heard the start of the stream, pufferfish, but I brought in Charlie Curnow for Jordan Sweet this week. So yeah, there's my pod for the week. Jonas, Tom Stewart better make the most of his score this week. Has Sydney. Oh yeah, that's going to be annoying. Sydney the following week, isn't it? That's why I think you're bringing him now, or you don't even bother at all. You know what I mean? Like seriously. Oh, that's all right, mate. But Vicious Throat just shows everyone what a top bloke Brad is. Goes out of his way to help others, even in the DMs. Is that what replying to my messages? Is that boy top bloke? I tried my best, Pufferfish. I even had to, just after I messaged you, I had to call me boy before he went to bed. So, yeah, it was a busy night for me. And then they asked me to do overtime again, and I was like, mate, I'm not doing overtime again. I'm so sick of doing 10-hour days. Like, get stuffed. Trades fit. Houston broke. What? Sorry, broke even. Damn it, or roundabout. What do you mean? What are you talking about? His break even. His break even was 106. So now you just pick him up after his buy if you want him. But I actually think he's a little bit overrated in YouTube land, to be honest with you. Like he's turned up twice for me in the last 5 weeks. Apart from his 141 in round 6, he's gone 107, 93, 89, 148, 77, 98. Like I think he's very overrated as a pick, to be honest. I think if it wasn't for his buy, he probably wouldn't be so tempting for everybody. But anyway, it's Houston for you. And you missed out all his start scores like I did too if you didn't bring him in. Puffy Shimate, that sounds good. Good Kuno, he played well tonight. What was his final score? His final score was 81. I was listening to that game. It's so hard, and then I forgot that he'd have the stupid Alir match up. So that was annoying, but I did it 3 minutes before the bounce. I was just so keen to see what happened. But then, yeah, I was thinking about 7:31 or whatever it was. I was like, oh no, he'll probably get off the chain and they'll probably play Ali. I thought maybe Radigalia would go to him at the start, or maybe he could go to Mackay. And then I thought about it a bit more. I thought Ali might have his number here. So for him to pull out 81 against Ali is probably not bad. Should have I waited till after the buys? Probably, but at 468k, I don't know. I think you got to take risks now. You can't be just bringing everyone else, a player that's in by 30% of sides, I guess, and saying, and I want Matt Rao, this new tackle rule. I think that opens up some more points for players like that. And he's a highly owned player. He's 555k. So I'm thinking about Matt Rao this week, and I don't really care about my buy structure too much. You know what the other thing is really underrated, right? So I don't think many people speak about this. So I get the buys are important and you want to have all these players playing, etc. I think, in all honesty, some years I've stuffed up my actual end team just on a buy. So let's say I've lost 50 points because I'm now playing rookies instead of those primos. At the end of the day, if you've got a primo that's going to outscore that other primo for the last 9-10 weeks of the round, I think it's better going off for who you think's best available. I mean, different if you're losing, let's say you're losing 8 or 9 primos in a single buy, but I think most of the time, most buys, I think you should almost just go best available, and if you screw yourself for 1 week, it's whatever. Because I think you can make it up if you actually get the best available. Like if I'm deciding between Rao and Walsh, which I was this week, they've got the same buy. So it didn't matter to me, but I was like, who has the highest ceiling? I was like, Rao. And yeah, I could grab someone with a different buy, but I don't like anybody. So I'm kind of like want to bite the bullet and just grab him anyway. Because why would I want to pick a player I don't really want in my side just because of a bloody buy? Maybe I'm an overthinker, but anyway, I'm always overthinking. Oh, and I have a funny story before I get this next comment. Actually, I'll tell you after Pufferfish's 2 comments. Anyway, I was down. I want my final midfield to be Sarong, Butters, Bont, Merritt, LDU, Green, Cripps, Miller, Rosie. Thoughts? Anyone you would swap? How many players is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Probably not. I think you've got all the big dogs there, and all the other players can probably average around the same as what's available. Would I go anywhere else? Mids only. Hmm. Probably not. I think whoever you'd trade out would be probably very similar anyway, Ozjan. I think you've probably nailed it. I mean, there could be a player that's like 1 or 2 point difference per week, but you wouldn't even notice. Ozjan, it's a hard one. Um. Anyway, Jonas. Yeah, I was waiting for Houston until after his buy. Probably not going to bother now. I wouldn't bother Jonas. I think there's other players better for 30k or less. Definitely played better than 81 in my opinion. That's what I thought too. But I picked him for his Marvel run and his home games from here on out anyway. It wasn't specifically for tonight's game. Caught for holding the ball. Heard that as well on the radio, so that was annoying. The new rules are bullshit. Probably brought his score down a bit. Yeah, he did have a few free kicks against, but at least I can watch Carlton games, and that will be not a bad thing for me because I had no one to watch before. Puffish, would you say jump off someone like Nick Martin after his bye? No, I'm actually not advocating for anyone to jump off any player. I'd rather grab a 23rd primo and keep that player. Nick Martin has DPP as well, Pubfish, so I think he comes in handy if you've got a week or two injury. I'd rather grab a cheap player. Like I'm knowing this sounds stupid as, and you guys are thinking I'm crazy again, but I'm looking at Stephen May next week when I don't even care about the round 14 buy again. At 420k when Stephen May is 420k, I can whip him and Tom Stewart every week. So I'd rather have Stewart and May over flicking, I don't know, a Nick Martin for another player like a Max Holmes, because then I've got 2 other players, and if Max Holmes misses a week, what are you going to do? Play your rookie? At least if Stewart misses a week, I've got May, or I can just whip him every week, and whoever gets 110, I just put on the field. So I think I'd rather play that. I don't really advocate for trading out primos, not even on their buy. I don't think it's even worth it. I've done it so many times in previous years, and I'm like, why did I do that? Because then the player I always trade in for that player, I just trade it out, gets injured or gets suspended for a week. And I'm like, why didn't I just upgrade around him, grab it at 23rd, 24th primo? Last year I had my 23rd primo was Zach Butters in the forward line, I think, or was that the year before? And then I had Darcy Cameron as a I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but I had 24 primos and they were purely for cover. I mean, if you got the best available, so like you don't skip on Ryan, you don't skip on Dacos, you don't skip on Sarong, Butters. If you got the main big dogs, then I think it doesn't really matter what you do with your 23rd, 24th, but you want the main guys. So maybe let's say you're trading out Tom Stewart for Luke Ryan. That makes sense. But if you're trading out Tom Stewart for Jack Sinclair, what's the point? So you're either getting the big dogs, absolute big dogs, or you're just grabbing someone that's on the cheap that's had a really stink bad game like Tom Green. He's the perfect M9. I'm looking at Rosie and Green for my M8 because I'll have Clary, Rosie, and Green, and then I can bench one at any given week. So I'd rather do that than try something like swapping out a primo. Then you realise at round 19 you got to field 2 rookies while everybody's got primo teams. I don't know if that's a bit of a rant and I've lost any of yous there, but hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, I feel like I'm Jason Stratham right now, this haircut. Josh, what are your trades this week? So I went sweet for Curnow. And then, in all honesty, I'll probably trade Sam Darcy out. And I haven't decided if I want to trade out Sharp or Wilson this week. Probably makes more sense to trade out Sharp because that round 13 buy, I've loaded up on too many players. So if I trade out Sharp and Wilson, no, not Wilson, Sharp and Darcy, how much money do I have? Sharp and Darcy only gives me 845. So I don't know what to do with that money. I either grab Sutherland and a primo, like Sutherland and Matt Rao, or I do something weird and it's probably not very relevant to what you guys would be going down the path of, but probably maybe what can I do with this? I'm even tempted to trade out Wilson despite his fixture. Like I don't really care that he's playing West Coast because we're not getting attached to any of these rookies, and I think we get attached to rookies too much. Like once they've done their job, if you can get a primo from 2 rookies, you don't get attached to these stupid things going, I'll wait out and squeeze out another 10, 15K because the primo you want probably squeezes out the same amount of money the same week anyway, and then you've lost their points that they've made. So what, you gain an extra K, but that player has already put on 50 points from your rookie. So never get attached to rookies. Interesting. I'm probably going to grab, I don't know how, but I'll probably grab Sutherland and Rao this week, I think. And then Green and Fisher the week after is my plan. I get so distracted. Would you go for Boitell or McAuliffe? I think that's the Collingwood bloke that used to play for St Kilda, ain't it? I don't know. I think he'll be subbed, to be honest. Boitell. What the hell is going on with this app? Wait, is he named on the field? Collingwood. He's named on the wing. How? Is there any chance he's named sub still from the actual? Interesting. That changes everything. Named on the wing. So who do I think is sub? Probably Will Parker would be the sub for Collingwood. Interesting. Boitell. I don't really know what Boitell's job security is like. He's 24 years old. He's 189 centimeters. What's his VFL stats like? Jack Boitell. Jack. So I'm totally bushing this. VFL. I'll have a look at his VFL stats and I get a better idea. They're a bit hit and miss. Have a look at this year's form. In fantasy, he's gone 194, 88, 154, 79. He's playing everywhere. WL, what's that like? Left wing? Is that what that means? Then he played HBFR and then centre and then right wing. Disposals for Boitell 26, 25, 23, 21, 17, 27. So he can accumulate the ball, right? How much does he cost? Like 123K, I assume then? Midfielder, Collingwood, 125K. He must have been a sub round 9 and scored 26 from how many disposals? From 7 disposals. He's not even on the bubble, so maybe you just wait a week, Josh. If you had to pick a player this week, you're probably not going on early on Boitell. I don't know. That's probably a hard question. I mean, McAuliffe, job security long term isn't great. He'll probably play with the buys. Taranto's back in a week or two. It probably depends what it does to your upgrades, mate. I can't really decide. Maybe DM your side, yeah, or follow me on Twitter. I'll follow you back so you can have a look at your side that way. Everyone will have Rosie. Yes, they will, but I think he is value. Craze fit. Pupfish, worth picking up a mid-season rookie in a few weeks, if no other rookies. Absolutely. The Richmond bloke. Actually, all those 102Ks rookies, what have I heard so far? Let's look at the 102Ks. Sort from lowest to highest. Where's all these new players? Will Park is the 102K rookie. That's the guy who was BBL, wasn't he, on the cricket player? Where's that Richmond player? Jacob Blight from Richmond. I think he'll get a gig. He's 102K defender. Ooh, Campbell Gray, 102 forward defender for Richmond. I think he might get a game as well. I think Blight will probably get a game next week, to be honest. Geordie Payne, that's the North Melbourne guy that they picked up as their first pick. He will probably get a game. I've heard Max Hall will probably get a game. He's the St Kilda recruit. Jack Hutchinson, however you say it. I've heard he will be in line early on. They're the only 5 I've heard about so far. So Max Hall, Geordie Payne, Jacob Blight, Campbell Gray. I'm not too sure who else, but anyway, maybe some of the people in the chat from those supporters know. But I think Jacob Blight from Richmond will get a pick. He's a WA intercept defender, averaging like 9 marks per game, and I don't know if it's a waffle or whatever, but I think he's worth a punt in defence in a week or two if he gets named. Josh, Mackay or Curnow? I like the fact that Mackay goes up the ground more. Mackay's value, you know what, Josh? I'm probably going to aim for Mackay after his bye anyway, to be honest. So I like both. In all honesty, I think both are fine, and I think I've always liked them this year. I don't think I've ever really not hated them. I mean, I don't think I've ever hated them. Does May have the ceiling though? Oh, does he have the ceiling? Ozjan. He's a D7. He's fine. He is. This is sliding doors moment for me. Every time I see May, I've picked up May 3 years in the last 3 or 4 years. 3 of the last 4 years, I think, is what I meant to say. I love May. He's a prick of a person, but he's going to be 420K again, mate. I can't get around it. I mean, I can't not get around it. I can't even speak English right now, Ozjan. Yes, I like Stephen May. Have a look at his scoring, Ozjan. Why can't I find his scoring right now? I think he's better picked than Salem because he's not as injury prone. Why can't I find Stephen May in my thing? I can't be bothered now looking at Stephen May because I can't. My app's being stupid. But he scores a lot of tons. Josh, would you trade Whitfield? Can't stand his game. Well, he's on his bye. I still would rather push him to D7 and find somebody else. He'll probably get tagged in the next few games though. So how many primos are you away from a full side, Josh? That would give me a better indicator, but I don't know. I've never rated Whitfield as a pick. He always gets niggles, gets injured, comes off to the bench for too long, can't shake a tag. I think he's close to 30 now, isn't he by now? Surely. Also, is it bad that I have 618K in the bank this? I'd be spending it this week because I just would. I wouldn't be having that much on the bench. Jonas, oh wow, you guys are going nuts in here. My bad. Sorry for not being able to keep up. I started Heaney, Flanders, Jackson in the forward line. Then added Zorko and Fisher recently. Wow. F6 can wait. Wilson is good to around 15 if he loses some cash. I agree. That's a stacked forward line. Pubfish, honestly, Wilson looking like a keeper this year. Really? Saints, yeah, true. Saints best draw because all the games from here also Marvel. Small grounds meaning wingers more time near the ball. Interesting. Maybe I hold on to. If you guys had to hold on to Reed or Wilson, who would it be? Or would it be both? Did I just miss something? No, I didn't. Just missing some brain cells over here. Crazy fit. Owning Zorko is not fun. Whenever he is on the bench, he's getting his hamstrings massaged. Old man. Yep, same with Stewart. He's always getting his quads massaged or always gone to the doctor for a bit of a cry. Josh, he won't be a sub. He's named on field. I'm pretty sure 5 times this year, a player that's been named on the field has been a sub, though. I heard that stat somewhere, and I don't know where. Yeah, oh no, Puffish, what do you got? I'm sorry, Brad, but I see McAuliffe named sub an hour before Richmond game. I'm swapping him with McIntosh. Let me have a look at our lineup, Puffish. Puff, what are we doing? You can just don't come to me when he scores a 30 from a full game. McIntosh on the wing. I think Caleb Smith will be the sub, Pufferfish. Caleb Smith or Seth Campbell as a Tigers man. I'd be very surprised if McAuliffe was sub. It wouldn't make sense. It would not make sense. Who have they brought in? Richmond. Who have Richmond brought in? Brought in Mansell and Graham. So Mansell's a small forward, so he takes Bolton's role. No, he takes Steely Green's role. Jack Graham takes Prestia's role. Pretty sure Caleb Smith's a halfback flanker. I think Caleb Smith is sub. Is his debut. I don't think they'll chuck him straight in the game. But please don't get McIntosh. I'd rather you go that Collingwood Blytell than McIntosh. Ozjan Max Hall Saints went really well at Box Hill. I've heard about him. I think he is a good shout. Pubfish Ozjan, I take it you're a Hawks boy like me. Your favourite player you've ever watched for the Hawks. There you go, Ozjan. You guys can have a bit of Hawthorn chat there. Well, I was going to say something quite crazy, but I won't go there. Max Hall and Geordie Payne both play. Sorry, both probably get a gig, and worst case, bottom price TP is nice. Did they both have DVP? Because I didn't look. To be fair, this is from Josh. To be fair, May takes every kick out, so don't mind it. Yep, I was going to do it weeks ago with Bailey Dale in him, and I still like him. Despite that 30 game that he had a couple of weeks ago. Ozjan favourite Hawks would be Sam Mitchell, but I love them all. Mine probably would have been Luke Hodge, actually, Ozjan. Just FYI, Pufferfish. Oh, there you go. What about you? He's asking. Fair enough. Got to admit, growing up, Brian Lake. Okay. Yeah, probably my favourite player of all time. The Norm Smith performance was absolutely unreal. Love watching his highlights. You guys need to catch up for a beer, I think. Don't go. Carlton play a lot of Saturday night games and Sunday games in the season, so not that great to whip Kerno and Mackay. I'd actually just field them. I think they're not bad to play for the rest of the season, Jonas, in my opinion. My Supercoach name is Jat. Give me your thoughts. I don't think. Have I looked up this team? I feel like it looks familiar. Are you Josh? Did you say you're the one with 600k? Because that's. Oh, you're ranked pretty well. I'll scroll up and see how much money you had. Josh, what do you have? You did have 618k. What the hell? 618k for this side. Well, no, you're not getting rid of Whitfield because you don't even have a D6. What would I do this side? Far out. How you got 618k on that bench is wild to me. Shit. 600k. I'd put the 600k on top of Dempsey's head. So that's 900k. And then who would I get rid of? Dempsey and Darcy. So 600, 1.2. You'd have almost $1.3 million if you put Dempsey and Darcy into two primos. You only need one more midfielder. So who would I grab? You probably couldn't grab a Matt Real because you're so heavy in that line. Although you could, because your forward line's not stacked with those round 14 players. So I'd turn Dempsey and Darcy into bloody hell. You need a ruckman, mate. You need maybe Roland Marshall in English and Matt Rao for Dempsey and Darcy would be my plan. Looking at your side, I don't know if that helps J-Dat, but you could even move a third player on and get 500k sort of primos. Who would you do if you did 3 trades? Dempsey, Darcy, and maybe Fife. I think Fife is useless. I hate Fife. This chat's going wild. Where are we? Lake was missing piece, absolute jet. Okay, this is more Hawthorn rub-off talk. Nothing beats Burgoyne going. Yep, there we go. Bit of I still remember watching the game at home. We were able to get that's one of the best moments far out. This Hawthorn chat. Yeah, you guys need to talk to Steve from SDS about Hawthorn. He's a mad Hawthorn. I was thinking about Max Payne the game. That's one of the best games I've ever played on PS2, FYI. Max Payne is 240. Oh, sorry, Max King is 244k. Maybe he could. No, don't even talk about Max King. If I see one more Max King comment, I will physically eat my phone. Josh, yeah, if I do a double downgrade, then I'll have. If I do a double downgrade, then I'll have 618. I'd be upgrading with that money. Yeah, Josh. But Puffish, alright, legend, I'm hitting the deck. Catch you on the next one. Don't be afraid to hear me when you need. No worries, Puffish. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Enjoy your stream. Enjoy your swim in the ocean. I will for sure DM you, mate. No worries at all. Sounds good. Ozgen, you haven't been to Vegas, Brad? Going in a bit over a week. I've never been to Vegas. I don't know. Maybe do I look like the kind of bloke that would be at Vegas? Probably not my. I don't know if it'd be my thing. I think it'd be too wild for me. Although in saying that, I do love a good drink. Jonas go mid-5 crisis. You always confuse me. Is Cook's not running that great? Kicking is poor and too many handballs. Agreed. Just get SDS in the live again. I'll have to send him an invite at some point soon again. We just always seem to. Our times never align, and unless he's out for a drink right now, which wouldn't surprise me with Steve. Shout out to Steve if he's watching. Would you potentially hold 5 at F7 though? Yeah, maybe. He could do Ozjan, but I just don't know if he's worth it. I don't know if he's worth a hold. I think he's cooked. Brad the Milkman has to do a video dedication to his King Big Max if he turns up versus West Coast this week. Fine. You know what, Jonas? You're on. If Max King does a tons up this week, I will do a video dedicated to Max King. I don't know what I'll do or what I'll say, but mate, he won't turn up. The closest he'll get is like a bloody 89. He'd have to, I don't know what he'd have to do to get there. But he'd be playing on McGovern? McGovern's going to score 140 on that bloke, honestly. Well, I can't stand Max King. Anyway. Oh, what do we got here? Anyways. I think I'll be on for another, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, see how we go, and then call it a night. I still want to work out my trades, though, before I go, in case I don't get to do a video tomorrow. What will I do on my side? What the hell? Did that just scale up again or not? No, it didn't. I got excited. Anyway, I was reading projections and it predicted 90 for Kerno tonight. Didn't happen. Who you tip West Coast versus St Kilda? Where are we playing? Optus Stadium. I mean, West Coast beat Melbourne at home, didn't they? What are the Ians? So Rotham's out, Jaden Hunt out, Dwell out, Williams out. In they bring in Edwards, Flynn, Andrew Gaff, Andrew Gaff? And out comes Stocker. Oh, in comes Membry, Hunter Clark, and Dan Butler. I think St Kilda looking that team on paper. I think St Kilda win, but only just. I've got St Kilda by 2 goals. Unfortunately for you, Osman. Oh no, you're not even. You're a Hawthorn man anyway. Gold Coast and St Kilda will win this week. Who did Gold Coast play? Oh yeah, People's First. They will against Essendon. Show us your team so we can suss the trades. I don't know how to share my screen. Let me see if I can work it out. Crop layout, group layout, spot layout. I how the hell? Let me have a look at my settings. Standard definition for face cam. What the hell? Touch up my appearance. Let's have a look at touch up on my appearance. So I'm going to press that button. This is not how. Oh, do I look any better? Anyway, that's not how you do it. Virtual background. That's definitely not it. Oh, hang on. Cool. I'm in Abs' home now, right now, in his mansion. I don't know how to share a screen, but I've just broke into Abs' house. Now you can see all his pianos out here. How do I share? I don't know. I have to figure that out. How much in the bank, Ozjan? I have in this house. I've got a lot of money. So I got 67k, and I'm looking at trading out Darcy, and then other Sharp or Wilson. But you guys are convincing me to hold Wilson. So if I trade out Darcy and Sharp, it gives me bugger all to do. But I do like mid-price players, and I'm open to any idea. Only issue is with Sharp and Darcy out, it gives me 845k, and I love awful picks. So I've been tempted in looking at who was it? It doesn't give me enough money though. If I did Jeremy Cameron for Darcy and Sharp, it'd give me 416k to pick any player, and I've considered bringing in Jeremy Cameron this week because he plays Tigers. There's no one for 416k that I like, that I feel like could be a potential option this week. If Toby Green's buy wasn't this week, I'd probably be taking a punt on that. 416k. I'm just in that awkward position where I got enough money unless I go Sutherland and Rao or something like that instead. Would I even have enough money for that anyway? Darcy out. What am I doing? Matt Rao. So, what are my trades? I don't know. Who would you guys trade out? Would you guys trade out Jeremy Sharp, Combin? Could I trade out Richards? If I trade out Richards, I can't grab anybody. That's the issue. Yeah, no, I can't trade out Richards, unfortunately. Not enough money. If I go Darcy to Rao, then I have to flick somebody else for Sutherland. I don't know. How much money would I have left over for Sutherland and Rao? So part 2 of my trade, Ozjan, would be Darcy and Sharp for Rao and Sutherland, and then I could bank 70k next week. But I just don't know. I don't know what to do with my body side this week. Why am I in the mansion still? You've looked us on the rivalry. Darcy and Sharp out. Chore as a pod. and a mid-season draft rookie will let the comeback begin, or just a primo mid. Sharp's break even 60. He's got the bye next week, so I've got to get rid of him anyway. Craze fit, FYI. Yeah, you guys are on the Sharp train then. I could get rid of Closey, but it just does nothing for my side. I don't even know if I'd be happy to go mid-season rookie early and hope that they play. Like, that's wild to do, considering I got Garcia and Rogers on my bench, and Richards on my bench. Yeah, it might be getting a real primo and take a chance on a first gamer. Really? And then what? Bank the cash the week after? I've got to get myself out of this bloody filter because I'm actually sick of this mansion. How do I do that again? Get me out of this mansion. Virtual background. None. Alright, that's better now. I don't feel so weird. Keep Closey and trade him in 2 weeks. Probably should do that because he can cover my backline this week. What do we even got any 102k rookie players available this week? I don't think we do. Surely I'd know that. Players I can afford. Selected to play. We've only got Jack Lytell. We don't got anybody we could take a punt on. Yeah, weird one. Weird one. I don't know. I don't know if you could honestly go a mid-season rookie now and I mean, this is my bench. I've got Marty Hall not playing. Garcia can't get a game. Rogers can't get a game. Richards is dead. Like I can't afford to grab a 102k mid-season draft player and hope that they get a game because my bench is already thin as Jonas's hair on top of his head. I actually don't know how much hair you got, Jonas. Keep close, you reckon? Trade him in 2 weeks. Wait. What I miss? Reckon he'll go nuts against the Saints. Wait, who does he play, Closey? I thought he plays Essendon. Essendon, then Saints. Right, okay. Interesting. Well, you reckon he gets the 400k one then? That'd be bloody amazing if he did. Unless we did something else. I don't know. Maybe I should have went Mackay this week instead of Curnow, but that's hindsight for you. I need players really to trade out at 400k. Like, hypothetically, if I traded out Wilson that you guys aren't keen on, how much would Wilson and Darcy give me? Would that even give me anything nice? Oh, nah, it doesn't do anything. 865's nothing. 2 players. They can't do anything with that anyway. Anyway, I think I've tried. Do you like Hogan? Hugo Hagen. Do I like Hugo Hagen? Let me have a look at Hugo Hagen. I haven't considered him, so probably not. But I'll have a look anyway. I'm just ranting at this point, I feel. Hugo Hagen. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. No, this is better than Max King, but no way. Definitely not Craze Fit. That is another wild suggestion. How much do you have? Sorry, how much do you have trading a dead rookie instead? Well, I've only got 67k in the bank because I grabbed Curnow. So, what do you mean? Like a Darcy and Richards combined plus the money? Let's have a look at hypotheticals. See, Darcy and Richards would leave me at 660. And then what? I suppose maybe in my case, maybe I could grab Lytell and do that because then you're grabbing a 125k rookie. So what it'll look like if I grab Lytell and he actually plays, which is super risky, by the way. Okay, let's just have a look. Hypothetical sake. Collingwood. This is. I feel nervous about doing this. Hypothetically, if I traded Richards and Darcy out for Blytell and a player, I could get a 534k player. Anyway, I don't know if it's worth grabbing Blytell this early in case he gets dropped next week and then he doesn't make any money. What have I said, Craze Fit? Is it just because I'm ranting at this point? No, that's right. You're laughing because I was reading about Ugelhagen. My bad. I'm trying to buy. Sorry, I'm trying to use the buys to downgrade to dead rookies to 102k first. Look at liquidation of my cash for final upgrades. Interesting. What? So all the mid-season draft players? Like, what if? I'm stunned, Ozjan. I'd be scared if you had my login details from a super coach because I feel like in a week's time I'd see 3 102k rookies that don't get debuted till round 18. What are you doing? Oh no. Ozjan, you don't like Ugelhagen. Was there a spider on my head? No, there's not a spider on my head. It's just my band-aid tickling my head. All right, I think I've lost it. I think I haven't had enough sleep last night. It wasn't a spider. Prob's not great. Supercoach still though. Yep, no, I wouldn't do it. I'd do it for maybe Supercoach draft, but Jonas, I'll get to Alan McLean instead, but no way would I go Anderson. Stuff Anderson. Al McLean 89. Would you trade Jade Richards to Salem as a luxury trade? I got to try not to be biased, but if it's a luxury trade, then yeah, probably I would take a punt. In my side, though, I wonder if I do take a punt like that, right? I wonder if that is worth a punt. You know what? Let me have a look at something. If I try something weird like that, right? Like, now you give me weird ideas. No, I can't do anything with that anyway. I can't do that. This Deadwood I'm going to have to get rid of when 102k rookies are named round 14. That's when I'll grab the 102k rookies in round 14. When I only need them for a week, that's when I'll grab them. But I don't know. I'm still, maybe I consider Salem. I don't know. If you, it depends where you're ranked, right? If you're, what am I ranked? I'm ranked 7,679. Is it worth me risking someone like Salem? I wonder. I don't know. I don't want to die wondering, right? Like maybe I just take. Maybe this is the week of my punts. Maybe you guys are like, shit. He's grabbed Kerno. He's grabbed Salem. 2 out of 3 are going to take a punt. Let's see, right? You know, hypothetically, if I trade out Sharp and Darcy for Salem, it's going to be disgusting. What could I do with myself? I'm actually considering this now. El McLean. This is wild. This is getting into like George's territory of just thinking. All right, so if I get rid of Sharp and Darcy, I have 500k for a player. Let's get another weird player. Let's just send it for pod week. Maybe this is the week I do a pod week and you guys are like waiting for my team review for me to send a rocket out of my side. Who will be sub for Western Bulldogs? Craze Fit. Well, I'm not a Dogs fan, but who do I think will be sub? I'm still looking at this Salem conundrum because now I'm tempted with my side to just take a punt. Who will be sub for? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Caleb Daniel would be sub, I reckon, mate. Caleb Daniel will be sub. And Will Parker will be sub. Anyway, back to this Salem conundrum. Imagine bringing Salem and Curnow in the same week. Salem and Jeremy Cameron? Salem, Jeremy Cameron, and Curnow into 1 week. At least you guys will. Okay, all right, let's put it this way: if I bring in Salem and Jeremy Cameron and Curnow in the same bloody week, you guys better leave a like and tune into everybody's stream so I can go off my rocket about any of these players. All right, do I take a punt at 7k ranking? Do I take a punt for Salem, Jeremy Cameron, and Curnow all in the 1 week? I've already got Curnow, of course. I've mentioned 110 times in this stream. Mm. Now I'm thinking about it. I want to know what you guys think. I forgot about Sanders, by the way, Jonas. I have a boost. I'm doing it. Could be any swing. Oh, do we do it? It was only a 4-week hamstring. Oh, Jeremy Cameron against Richmond then surely. Oh, I'm tempted. This is disgusting. I thought it was disgusting at first, but now I like it. I think I like it too, McLean. Daniel and Sanders for sure. All right, let's see what my side looks like if I do Jeremy Cameron and this bloke. Oh my god, I can't believe I've been talked into Jeremy Cameron and Ozgen. I'm either grabbing Jezza or Bolton soon. I'm getting Kerno after his bye. So how much money do I need, though, for this pick? This is disgusting. I can't believe I'm thinking about this. It kind of makes sense to do it, right? Oh, this is... I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, do it. This is making me nervous, chat. In all honesty, I could even do Closey and Darcy for Salem and Kerno. Or would I rather? I probably need Closey over the Blyers because the DPP goes back. All right, I'm highly considering it because if I do those disgusting trades, far out. I don't even know. Pick one, Salem or Jezza. Crazy. I just feel like I want to send it though. Like, what's the worst that could happen? I'm considering both. If I do that, Sharp, I'd have 100K for the week after. Oh, this is gross. At least I'd be having a fun Supercoach week. Like, or it could like turn really bad real quick, and I could probably want to delete my team, but I'd never do that. Maybe I can. I don't know. Well, I'll have a look at 3-round averages. Oh. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. I hope this is a late night thought, so I'm still not thinking about this tomorrow morning. If I'm thinking about this tomorrow morning, I'm full sending it. I could seriously, mate. I could still have 100K in the bank if I grabbed Salem and Jeremy Cameron for Sharp and Darcy. I don't know. What's the worst that can happen? Salem's a dead loop at M9 and at D7. It means I wouldn't have to grab Stephen May. He's got a minus break even of 16. If he does 290s in a row, he's probably making 90K at worst case scenario. Oh, far out. I don't know. What's Jeremy Cameron's lineup look like? Won't suit your buy rounds. That's 3 players from the same round. Yeah, but I kind of don't care about my buy rounds, to be honest. I'm sick of thinking about it. I know round 13 is going to suck, but like, if I can move up round 12, 13, and 15, it kind of makes up for that one bad 14 round, right? Potentially. So I don't know. I'm still considering it. Okay, so Ozjan, maybe you guys can talk me in it and talk me out of it. Jezza, Salem could actually, because you could actually keep Jezza. Jezza would be a keeper, of course, whereas Salem, you're just not sure, are you? Because of his injury prone. Look at the Suns run home, all aboard Anderson Arc. Really? You'd go there? Anderson Arc? I don't know. Now I don't know what to do with my bloody side. I should have jumped on the stream because now I'm confused. Why do I do this to myself? I'm thinking normal force, and then I come on here, and then I get excited about players that Shouldn't excite the everyday person. I'm going to have a look what Jeremy Cameron looks like in my forward line. So this would be my forward line done, I think, potentially. So my forward line would be, I need to swap Flanders. My forward line would be, didn't you want Real? Yeah, I want Real, but I still want Real. Crazy. I still want Real, but not Anderson. Anderson can't shake a tag, so I don't really care about Anderson. I've already got Took Miller. Like if I'm going to pick anyone, it's Real. I still hot on that. Anyway, my forward line would be Heaney, Flanders, Curnow. I don't know what I'm doing with Jackson still. Heaney, Flanders, Curnow, Reed, Cameron, Wilson, and then Jackson would be looping with Reed, I suppose. It means I'd have to pass on Fisher if I didn't grab Cameron. Or it means I'd have to go Harley Reid to Fisher. So it means it'd be Heaney, Flanders, Curnow, Fisher, Cameron, Wilson. I don't know. Now there's too much things to think of. Do I just grab Rao and Sutherland and be conservative? Rao overrated, so ordinary since I got him at 620k. Yeah, but you got to remember, Jonas, he got tagged by Cripps at stoppages against the Carlton game. The Brisbane game, they all clamped him and gave him like a team tag. I've been heavily watching Rao for this reason. Jeremy Cameron, what's his fixture like? I keep forgetting about that. You know what I should look at, though? How many games he's got at home. So GMHBA, he's got Richmond at home, he's got Hawthorn at home, he's got Doggies at home, he's got Adelaide at home, West Coast at home, St Kilda at Marvel, Carlton at the G, Essendon at G, Collingwood at G, Fremantle Optus Stadium, Sydney at SCG, and North Melbourne at Blundstone Arena. Average versus opponent, he's actually the best scoring against Carlton, Collingwood, and Dogs, and they're all in the late rounds. He doesn't score well against Sydney, which is the week after Richmond, West Coast, which is surprising, Freo, and Adelaide. So how many home games does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5. But he only goes away, like, interstate. He goes interstate 3 times from here, Jeremy Cameron. 3 interstate games. I don't know. Don't know what to do. He didn't get tagged by scripts. He just got beaten up. Well, you know what I mean, Jonas. I read the footy fan thing, and it was literally like this whole Jack Steele sort of thing, where Jack Steele had Tom Green's number at stoppages. It's just a bigger body. I don't know if it was that. Was that game? I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with my midfield then. But that's why I never pay 620k for these players unless they're in my back line, I suppose. Like, I've never been hot on paying up for guys. That's why I sideways early on for Sarong and Butters, because I didn't want to have to pay up in round, 10, 11, because I had a feeling that they'd maintain their price. So for 550k, Rao is where it's at. Like, if I've already got Sarong, Butters, Bontempelli, Miller, Steele, Oliver, I probably want Tom Green at 490k, and then I don't know who my last midfielder is apart from Rao. That's the only one I can think of that I like. It could have been Walsh tonight, but I didn't go there. I don't want to pay up for Dawson. I don't really want any of the any of the Lions midfielders. I could grab Merritt, but he just feels a bit vanilla. Shaw, I don't like his hemis. Chad Warner, I'm not sure. He's got a bit of annoying flaw every now and then. I don't know. Even Cripps tonight only scored 103. That's surprising, considering the amount of goals he kicked. Especially in the last quarter, you think they'd get more scaling than that. So I don't know. If for 550k, it's probably better than Rory Laird at 543. Rory Laird's time on ground sucks. So that's why I can't think of anything else in the midfield area, Jonas. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still going to entertain the idea of Jeremy Cameron. Do I do it? Yeah, I'm just unsure about my whole side. Thanks, stream. Thanks for doing that to me. It's just these next two after Richmond are hard games. Sydney and Carlton suck. Yeah, he's got two easier games, I think, and then two hard games, and then two easy games, so on, so on. What's his scores been like? Pretty yuck the last 3 weeks, though. I don't know. I'll have to think about this another time. Rao talk, Jonas. What have we got? Rao is an okay pick at this price. Same easy run as Anderson Arc. What's Jeremy Cameron's history like? I thought he's played a lot of full seasons, Jonas. Jeremy Cameron. Jezza Cameron. I'm sure he's not that injury prone. How injury prone do you think he is? Because I swear it's nowhere near what you're thinking. I'm having a look at how many games he's played over the last few years, Jonas, because what are you talking about? So 2020 was the COVID year. He played all 17. 2021 he played 12, so yep, fair enough. 2022 he played 21 games. Last year he played 20 games. This year he's played 10 for 10. So in the last 3 seasons, he's missed, 4 or 5 games? I don't think he's injury prone as you think. Yeah, maybe I don't go Jeremy Cameron and save it for Fisher next week. I don't know. This one I need to do a preview. A preview maybe Friday morning or Saturday morning of my team for my final trades, because I don't know, I changed my mind 48 times until the last round. That was horrible last year. Was he? All right, fine. I won't do it. But I don't even know what to do now. All right, so if I look elsewhere then. So what, would you guys rather Salem or Jeremy Cameron? Although I just feel like Salem, I don't know, maybe I'm just picking stupid things. He often plays injured, so does not score well. Really? Damn. Yeah, okay, well maybe I won't do it then if you reckon that. You're not a Cats fan though, are you, Jonas? What the hell? So if I didn't go players I can afford. So in the midfield, right, if you're not going Rao, I suppose you could get Merritt. Rao v Merritt. I don't have any Essendon players, so it would be a good VC every week. Who do Essendon play over the next few weeks? Gold Coast, Carlton, West Coast, Geelong, Collingwood. Wow, okay. He's actually got an alright fixture. Wow, he's only got 94s his highest score, and that was against North because did he get tagged in that game? Interesting. What does Zach Merritt in my side look like? Oh, he actually looks good in the midfield, to be honest. Sarong, Butters, Bont, Merritt. Means you've got a different VC to pick out of because I've already got Took Miller and Flanders. So Sarong, Butters, Bont, Merritt, Miller, Steele, Oliver, and then Tom Green next week. My forward line would consist of Jackson, Heaney, Flanders, Curnow, Reid, Wilson. Interesting. Maybe I do Merritt. I don't know anymore. I'm confused what to do with my side. What does my round 14 buy look like, though? Because I've just picked 2 round 14 buy players. I'll have 1 player missing in the back line for round 14 if I grab Merritt, because I've already grabbed Curnow. Oh, yuck. I'll have 2 players missing in the midfield, 1 in the ruck, so that's 4 already. I have 6 players missing in that round, but how many primos will I have missing? Primos, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 primos missing in round 14 if I grab Zach Merritt. I don't know. Bloody hell. Stupid round 14 buys stuffed me. I don't know what to do. He wasn't horrible. He was injured. Oh, right. Crazy. I had no idea. Adam H. Hello, Adam H. This week isn't ready for Paddy Dow to average 125. That's a wild comment, mate. And hello, Adam. I don't think I've seen you here before. You are in trouble. Round 15 primos out everywhere. Why? What are my round 15 primos like? 1, 2, 3, 3. No, my round 14 stuff, Jonas. What are you talking about? You were in trouble. Round 13 primos out everywhere. Well, I don't know. Wait, how many primos there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. I'm fine with that, Jonas. It's more round 14 that I'm stuffed, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 primos round 13, 7 round 14, and my foot just went numb. I probably need to target round 15 players. Isn't that right, Jonas? I'm stuffed every week, let's be honest, apart from this week. This world does not have enough trucks to imagine Paddy Dow averaging 125. Paddy Dow. Why is Paddy Dow even talked about right now? Can I have a look at Paddy Dow's stats? 307k midfielder. Bro, he scored 50 to 71. This was a piss take by Adam. Paddy Dow's useless. We've got another Dow useless in our side at Richmond. Thomas Dow. I don't rate him at all. I think he's too slow. Yeah, far out. Maybe I can't afford to grab Merritt of that buy then. God damn it. And I can't even afford someone like what's his name? Like Dawson, or else that would be the play, wouldn't it? Anyway, I've stuffed my team up now by doing this stuff. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there. I've been sort of just rambling about my side and whatever. Unless you got a couple questions, I'll give it up in a minute or two. Unless you got anything wild for me, I'll do a preview video. Will the game tomorrow matter and affect my trades? Yeah, it actually will. Far out. I'll have to do a video for you guys, bloody tomorrow at about 1 p.m, 12 p.m, because the Darcy move will happen. So I'll have to trade him out. So if anything changes, I'll let you know Saturday morning and do a YouTube short. Apart from that, I'll have to overthink tonight about my round 14 buy, not kill it. Anyway, thanks for the chat. Thanks for the Salem talk and the Jeremy Cameron talk, because now I'm not sure what to do. Anyway, interesting Ruckman instead. I could go Darcy Cameron Jonas before we go. I was going to head off. Enjoy the rest of your night, Brad. You too. I was about to head off myself. Jonas, just before I do go, I could go decam for 507. It might be worth it over English, considering Cox isn't named too. What would that look like? So now I've got to trade out those players. Who did I just bring in? Sutherland and who was it? So Merritt. Can you guys see my updated team when I muck around on my trades? Can you see the guys I bring in, or does it not show you until the end of the round? Ruckman. Decam. How does that look now? Show buyers round 14. So if I'd Brereton and Decam, how many players would I have missing? One in the back line, one in the midfield, one in the ruck, two in the forward line. That's probably better, Jonas, actually, to be honest. You know what? I think we'll do Decam this week, Jonas. I think that's actually not a bad shout. Stuff it. We'll send it for 507 for Decam. His scores this year have been pretty good. What have they been? Despite that 18, do you know how he got that 18, FYI, Jonas? He's got 133, 94, 114. After the 18 game, he went 110, 110, 54 against Essendon, which makes sense because Goldstein and Draper was smashing everybody. 86, 120, 97, 128. And he's got the good buy, for me anyway. You know what? We'll do it. We'll do it, Jonas. Lock him in. And we'll grab Sutherland this week. Sutherland Decam, and it means I'll have 117k left over. So essentially, my trades will be Sharp, Sweet, and Darcy out for Sutherland, Darcy Cameron, and Curnow. All right. Anyway, that's my trades for now. If they do change, I'll let you know in my preview video tomorrow. All right, Decam it is. We'll catch you on the preview and then obviously Sunday night stream. And if I do a stream tomorrow night, it won't be for too long because I've got work early Saturday morning. So I'll leave it there. Thanks to everyone for watching and tuning in. Don't forget to give a like to the stream itself and a sub if you haven't already subbed. But thanks for tonight. I'll catch you on the next one anyway.